This customer doesn't believe that we can wash his grimy fence by only using soft washing. Let's go prove him wrong. Okay, as you guys can see here, we have an extremely dirty vinyl fence to clean today. The homeowner was actually expecting us to pressure wash this, and when we explained to him the soft washing and what that process is, let me tell you, he was a little skeptical. But one of the things you can't see on the video here, guys, this fence is actually in really bad shape. It's cracked all over. It's got tons of holes in it. So it just would not have been ideal to pressure wash this. But you see us here. We're actually hitting this with a 2% solution. Of course, we're soft washing this with a metering system. Again, it's a proportioner set to 2%. We could have also downstreamed this. The result would have been the same if you would have downstreamed it with a 50-50 mix. But, we just chose to soft wash here. Of course, when you're doing a fence like this, whether it's out in the field like this or in residential cookie cutter neighborhoods, you've got to worry about what's behind the fence. In this case here, it's just a field back there. It's really nothing but mud. So we felt super comfortable with soft washing. And if you're wondering about the equipment we're using here, guys, I suggest go back and watch episode 1 where we go over the trailer build. We're actually using a AR45 roof washing pump. So, and you see me using the soaker gun there. We absolutely love that super soaker gun. It is in the description down below if you guys want to pick that up. The link is down below. And we highly recommend that. But anyway, so the process here that you guys are seeing, it's a 3-step process when it comes to cleaning vinyl fence. The first step is, guys, you want to sauce it up. And again, it doesn't matter if you're downstreaming with a 6% or 50-50 mix, or in my case here, how I'm using a 2% solution for soft washing. You want to sauce this thing up. That sauce is going to kill the bacteria. It's going to help it. Every fence is different, but this fence here had a lot of bird poop, had lichen bacteria on it, a lot of algae. Pretty much almost every bacteria known to man is on this wall. So we're hitting it with that sauce for step number 2. And you see me here coming to the end of the fence. Once the fence has been completely sauced up, we're going to do step number 2, which is you're just going to go back through and you're going to spot treat. And spot treating is exactly as it sounds, guys. You're not going to sauce up the whole wall all over again. You are literally coming through and you're hitting any spot that you see that is still, green or black. And it's the same when you're doing a house wash, but that's what you see me doing here, walking back to the beginning and spot treating. Now, what you don't see here off camera is I actually walk back to my proportioner and I lower it from 2% back down to 1%. The reason I do this is, one, to conserve chemical, because there's just no need. As you can see there, the wall's no longer green. The fence is no longer green. And it's 98% clean. So I'm coming through, as you can see, I'm just hitting certain spots. Again, AKA spot treating. And I'm hitting it with a 1% mix. This pretty much, takes me from the 98% clean to the 99.9% clean. I'm hitting a couple of the lichen bacteria that was on top. And just like that, spot treating is not really that big of a deal. And one of the things I'm going to mention here, something you'll hear pretty much in every video I do, is it takes 3 things, guys, for you to be effective in this business, for you to make it and thrive and succeed in this business. And the first thing is you got to have the skill. Skill comes from experience, years of being out there, and, having that experience under your belt is very important, and you can only acquire that through time. Number 2 is you got to have chemical knowledge. I just told you, when I looked at this fence, I already knew I was going to be able to use a 2% mix on it. So, You got to know your degreasers, your rusts, and everything. And if you're new to the industry, guys, I highly recommend you watch episode 10 where we go over all of these things, all your chemicals. The episode is 8 essential chemicals for the pressure washing business. And then the final thing is you got to have commercial grade superior equipment is what we have here. I mean, what you see me doing here, I make it look super easy, but this is my 10th year in the business. Again, super knowledgeable when it comes to chemical. And, I just told you, I mean, the rig system there that we're using, I mean, it's a 30, 35, $40,000 system. So, it's going to make a big difference. This fence was a $399 job. In actual real time, it took me 28 minutes. And again, that's with setting up cameras, moving cameras around. It took me 28 minutes to do this job. Now, what you see happening here, that's the truck, and the guy back there, he's downstreaming the house. What you see me doing here is the final phase here of this cleaning this fence is we're switching to water. So I walk back to the metering system, change the system to water, and then you're going to see me come through here in a second, and we're going to start to rinse. Now, I'm not necessarily worried about rinsing all the chemical off of this vinyl fence here, but I am rinsing off some of the lichen bacteria that's already dead, and a little bit of the algae and stuff. And then the other thing is, whenever you do fences like this, guys, you do have to worry about the plant protection. So you're going to see me here in a second, water down the trees. And I even put a little bit of water on the on the grass as well. As you can see there, I'm watering the trees. Now, we saw in the forecast it's supposed to rain later on that day, so I wasn't even that worried about it. But you just want to make sure you don't leave chemical on plants, guys. I mean, you don't want customers or even neighbors calling you, hey, your guy, killed all my plants and things of that nature. So you always got to be cognizant of that. But that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, you want to, again, step number one is you want to sauce it up. Step number two, you want to come through and you want to spot treat, get rid of any spots that are still green and black. And then step number three, you just want to come through and do a really good job with rinsing any, like I said, those caps there, they had a lot of bird poop in them and whatnot. And that's pretty much it. And every single fence, white fence that we do, vinyl fence that we do, it's the same process. And then just rinse and repeat. And again, I mean, if you got the skill, again, it comes with the experience. It comes with years of being out in the field, guys. Acquire chemical knowledge. That's why channels like this one and others, where you can learn about, and it doesn't matter if you're batch mixing, if you're not up to, using a metering system yet, that's fine. But acquire the knowledge, learn from other YouTubers in the pressure washing industry, space, for you to be able to learn these things. And then, slowly, guys, through the years, upgrade your equipment. I started out with a $50 pressure washer that I bought on Craigslist. I think it was 1.8 GPMs. Back then, I didn't even know what the GPMs were. So, and then little by little, through the years, I went upgrading to the point, where we are now using 10-gallon a minute machines and, soft washing and everything else. And like you see here, I mean, I also ended up hitting that little building right there. It's just a little storage shed that he has on there, and that we didn't charge him for that, but it was just on my path, so I ended up knocking that out. But yeah, this business is not complicated, guys. I mean, it's super easy, but once you acquire the knowledge in those three areas, and you're constantly thinking about upgrading your equipment and your marketing and things of that nature, and we're going to talk about all of these things in depth and great detail, in all the videos that I do, because my goal is to, get you guys to the point where you can make $5,000 a week net. That's my goal. This channel is to help you guys build your pressure washing business. And with that being said, guys, I highly recommend you watch the next episode. In the next episode, we ran into one of the dirtiest houses I've seen in a hot minute, but also interesting story there because we had a neighbor that called the cops on us. So that's an interesting one. So, click on to that and watch the next episode. And I really appreciate you guys coming to my channel. And, I look forward to building that relationship with you guys and getting you guys to that next level. Catch you on the next one.